All right, here goes a lesson on Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. Okay, so that's our first riff. So we're going to slide into the 7th fret of the E string. And then we're going to hit this 5 down here on the A string, but we're also going to hit the open D, and we're going to bend this 5 away from it to make a little wave, to make it a little edgy. That's a trick Page talked about in that documentary, It Might Be Loud, I think it was called. So you kind of do the... And so like I'm sliding into the downstroke, and then I'm going up on those 2 notes there, and I'm bending that 5th fret of the A string up away from the D string. Makes it more edgy and cool sounding. So what we have here is the E power chords, 7 and 9 down there. We got 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3. So after the 3E, so we got 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3. So after a couple times of that, we're going to go to this riff that goes quicker into the change. Okay, so you got the long one in the beginning. And then the verse. Okay, so what we had there was the whole lot of love. So that's kind of the D power chord sliding into the 7, the E power chord. Want a whole lot of love. And then I think there it's kind of a good time to hit a couple big bombs on that. And then you got this 9th fret part of the E major chord, D string, G, and B. And you can make that slide down because he's got another guitar that has a slidey effect on that. So you got want a whole lot of love. Back into the next verse. So let's try that together. 1, we're going to come in after the 3. 1, 2, 3. And practice that thing. That thing is weird to get used to, but you want to get that little bit of an edge. You could just do it simple. 7, 5, 7, 5. But once you try doing that little thing, it's a lot more fun. And then we're going to have that big solo. So it's always 2 big E bombs here. And then you got a riff. And then. So you can either try to play those with the solo or just kind of go around those and kind of listen to what he's doing and not worry about the bump and come in between them. So let's look at that solo. We're going to have this E twice. Okay, so we got the 2 E hits, and then we're in the E minor pentatonic. So typical bend on the 14 of the G string, and then the 12 and the 12. And then we got 15, 12 in the B string. Double pull off, 15, 14, 12 in the G. And then 14, 12, 14 bend. And you could pull off that second string. Then we got another. Now we're coming down here to the first position. Typical bluesy slidey thing. Pull off to the G. Then you're going to have a ba-da-dum, 2-0-0. Then you're going to have so dee-da, 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 da. So it's so let me do those two in time. So we got see how that one was quick? Da-da-da-da-da. So that part is really fast. So okay, so that one we're just doing the same beginning, bending the 14, 12, 12, bending that 15 on the B string. Or we're getting that pinky underneath that. Two more E's. So that's the 17 and the 20 on the B string. Big wide bend on that 20. And then we come down, we're hitting that 17 on the B to 19 on the G. And then we're pulling the 20 to the 17. So it's. And then we have this new riff. So that's the 17 on the B, and then the 19 on the little E string going up a step and a half. And then we got a chromatic. And then we got 20. And the last one goes major pentatonic there at the end. So that was 17 to 19. Bend that 3 times. And then the fret right underneath it on the little string, back to that second string. So one more time, the whole solo. And then you're back to the. A little bit out of tune after bending all those strings. So let's hit that whole solo one more time. All right, so Whole Lotta Love by Led Zeppelin. Hope you dug that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks.